Welcome back to the final part of the International Teams Challenge between Canada and Europe. The Europeans are trailing by 34 imps to 10 after 6 of the 8 boards have been played, with the Canadians having comprehensively demonstrated the value of familiarity and partnership practice in all of their bidding sequences. Let's see what our plucky assortment of European nationals can do to close the gap on these last 2 boards.
This is my bid. Well, this is a normal opening hand for us.
I was kind of hoping to have it to myself a little bit. Now, we are in trouble in this match. We are down 24 imps with 2 boards to go, so we are not favorites. Hope everyone can see. I am, of course, like Magnus Carlsen, sponsored by a bottled water brand. I just don't get as much as he does. I get 10p every time I bring an empty bottle back to the shop. Now I have to do something. I got 19, so I'm too strong for a no trump over call, so I'm planning to show 19-20 balanced hand by starting with a double.
Right, so Nick doubled. So I have a pretty promising hand here. I have 4 spades. It's normal, I think, to bid my spades rather than my diamonds here, even though my diamonds are longer. 2 spades, I guess, for most people, shows 4 spades and about 8 to 10 points, which is kind of what I have. I feel like my hand is better than that. Having a void club, I guess, so there is a danger that Nick does have a strong hand with clubs and has started with a double. So I think I'm just gonna maybe go what I think is a little bit low and bid 2 spades for now and see how things develop.
Well, this is a situation where sometimes it's worth showing a second. So I could bet 3 clubs to suggest a dive or something, but here, I mean, there's very little point of bidding to the 5 level if I already bid 4 spades. So it's just a hand to pass quietly and not show my shape or do whatever. It's just, if the colors were different, like if we had favorable vulnerability, I could bid 3 clubs here in comfort. There's very little point to do this at this time.
Okay, I was kind of hoping he wouldn't do that, because this jump to 2 spades I've seen lead to so many accidents when I don't know if he's got 4 or 5. He could have 4 in a 10 count, and I don't know Tommy's style here at all. So I have to decide what to do. I'm not sure at all that 2 no trumps from me indicates as much as 19. I could bid a cubit in the opponent's suit, 3 hearts, but in my opinion, that doesn't always solve the problem. If Tommy thinks he's done enough with 2 spades, he'll rebid 3 spades on his jack to 4 and the 10 count, and I still don't know where we are. I could jump to 3 no trumps, or I can decide to show my club suit. Nothing is ideal. I don't like the idea of showing a hand too good for a 2 club over call by bidding ace jack 9 to 5 now. The thing is, of course, we don't have to play in spades, even if Tommy's got 5 of them. We might very well make 3 no trumps anyway. I'm going to try a jump to 3 no trumps and hope that it's the closest and best description of my hand. And also, of course, when I don't know what to do, I always bid 3 no trumps.
Yeah, so it sounds like rather than just having a kind of an ordinary takeout double, Nick just had a big hand that he felt he had to start with double on. I'm actually pretty pleased that it's developed. I have a good hand for a 3 no trump bid. He probably has kind of a good hand with clubs, so I'm happy to pass this.
Usually the game is to try to lead your side's 5-card suits. particularly when you have no entries. And here I know what our combined 5-card suit is. It's hearts. And he's the one with the side entries. So off we go. And we lead high from a double.
Well, looking at this dummy, I wish maybe I would have been right to lead to bid clubs after all. Or maybe they would have gotten to a better contract in diamonds. Who knows?
Yeah, he had an interesting bid over my double. He didn't have to bid spades at all, but he wanted to show an interesting hand. I'm just looking briefly at things like 6 diamonds is very playable, not necessarily mating. But now I'm in 3 no trumps and I seem to have 3 spades, 2 hearts, and the club is 6, and I can make the rest in diamonds. This shouldn't take too long.
So we may be able to declare off from the dummy. So we give standard count in this type of situation rather than that reverse Smith thing.
Well, we're going to go straight on this one. We're going to try to beat this on clubs.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10. I'm hoping for 11.
Bummer. Didn't work.
I was to throw a spade. Now I am guaranteed to pick up the spades, which will be jack to 5 on my left, I believe. The 6 diamonds is decent, but how on earth do we get there?
It's decent, but it's not great. You have a lot of losers to get rid of.
Yeah, but you would be playing it and you would find a way to make it. You got 4 diamonds in your hand and 4 spades is 8, 2 hearts, and the club is 11. You need 1 heart off in my hand. I said I was kind of hoping you wouldn't bid 2 spades because I've seen so many accidents when your hand bid 2 spades and I never work out if it's 4 or 5. And even if I bid 3 hearts and you decide to rebid a jack to 4 spades with a 10 count, then I still don't know where we are. It's very difficult.
I bid 2 spades. I felt I was better than that with a club void, but I was obviously worried that you just had a strong hand with clubs. And then when you bid 3 no trump, it felt like I had a good hand for 3 no trump. So
yeah.
For us, I guess, well, it's a little weak, but with an extra card, we bid 4 diamonds to show diamonds and spades. 4 spades and 5 diamonds, right?
Straight over the double.
Yes.
Nice idea. Nice
but
idea.
Here we would have, I think we'd...
a little weak for that on this one.
Well, what would you do then if your partner, does your partner not have to start off with a double if he's got just a strong single-suited hand with clubs?
Sometimes you pay off.
Can he bid 3 no trump over 4 diamonds?
Yes,
No.
in Canada they can.
Canada, is that allowed?
But I'm saying we bid it with game value. So
Yeah.
if he has that, we may belong in 6 clubs regardless.
Yeah.
We may not.
Nick from Montreal, would you have rebid 2 no trump with Nick's hand?
Yeah, 2-0 for us would be forcing.
Yeah, 2 no would be forcing, right?
I felt it probably would be, but I mean, if Toby thinks that he's indicating 10 or so, then maybe he thinks I'm doing it on some kind of awkward 16 count. I mean, I wasn't sure.
Right.
I felt that maybe the best way of trying to describe 19 was to jump to 3 no trumps.
Right.
But we have never played together before, and we probably never will either after this.
And we've played on and off some 15 years, so we've seen this sort of auction before, and that's what we've agreed in the past.
Right. How does it
Somewhere
go?
in the vague memory banks, it's there.
Nick confidently rattling his way through that contract, which presented very little challenge for a man who has 3 no trump stamped through his bones like the word Brighton in a stick of rock. Will Camille and Marc-Andre play in the same contract, or will those slam-bidding Canadians be at it again?
Okay, so I have 12 points, 5 and 5, again high 5, so 1 heart.
Okay. All right. This hand is way too strong to overcome 1 no trump. I think it's worth take out double, swallowed by a no trump rebid. Let's see. That would show more than 18.
Well, I'm gonna underbid this hand.
Oh, it's interesting. I do have some values. I do have a 4 card of spade that it's usually great assets once partner make a takeout double of 1 heart. What will happen this time? I have expected heartland in those options. I have a void and a 4 card diamond suit and some small bet. I could go different ways. I will show value and show my spade suit by basically betting 2 spades. I always prefer to have 5 to jump in a suit when partner make a takeout double, but I will not hide the spade suit to show a 5 card diamond suit at a 3 level.
So partner is passing. This is not great news, and I have 5-5, but going to 3 clubs on my own here, going to where? Maybe they have 4 spades and we have sacrifice in clubs, but equal vulnerability to be at least 2 of it. Miracle for 1 off. It's possible, but I don't like to bet here.
Well, so 2 spades bid is a positive response, showing something like 9, very good 8, 9 to 11. So I was very surprised to find a positive response. Well, can we make a slam? Maybe, but I need some special hands. So I'm not even convinced 100% that we have a spade fit. He may have only 4 of them. So I'm going to show my 5-card suit, which would be forcing, like 3 clubs, and see what he says. If he beats 3 spades, that would show 5 of them. Otherwise, if he has no bid, he may beat 3 hearts to ask for stopper, and we'll see.
So we're gonna follow our game plan. Keep passing.
So Kamil is showing a very good hand to bid a new suit. Although I jump and show some value, he's showing a good hand in our style. I have an easy 3 diamond bid that will probably be interpreted as what it is, because I could be 4-4 also, but I'm unlikely to have 5 spades here and be bidding 3 diamonds. So I will bid 3 diamonds and see what happens.
Partner had spades and diamonds. It looks like 4 spades and 4 or 5 diamonds. I don't think he has 5 spades and 4 diamonds. He would repeat his spades, I guess. So let's try 3 note front.
My hand does not really look like a move from him. However, strangely, my 9-4 over could make a difference. Kamil may be looking at 9 tricks, and all he needed is some diamond value on my part. 5 diamonds could be a better spot, but no way to find out at this stage. I will let Kamil play 3-note trump and try to take 9 tricks.
Okay, so I'm on lead. And I don't see how we can beat that except if we make somehow 4 hearts and his partner has a club stopper or spade stopper or diamond stopper and they can't cash 9 tricks. I don't see any other way. I think it's unlikely that we're going to beat that contract.
This was expected. 4 spades and a certain number of diamonds. Now we have what? 3 spades, 3 spades tricks, 2 hearts for 5, a club for 6, and easily 4 diamonds for 10.
So here I have 12 points, Demi has 8, it's 20, Declare has probably around 17, 18 at least, so partner doesn't have many points and has plenty of spades because they're not in 4 spades. So nothing so special, I'll just play low heart and wait to see what will happen later, although I'm not very optimistic, obviously.
Well, in the situation, normally with diamonds, normally we should finesse, but with the opening bid on our right, and the fact that dummy is void in clubs, my right-hand opponents could easily be like shaped like 3, 5, 1, 4. So with the chances we get the stiff king of diamonds. So we're going to play the ace since we have an entry of a queen of spades and our contract cannot be beaten. No stiff king of diamonds. All right.
Yeah, so the reason Declare played like this is because my partner has so few points that Declare was hoping that he would drop singleton king, which doesn't give me any hopes to beat this contract. So what can I do? Try to play a club maybe and see how it goes. Although a heart will knock out the heart entry of Declare, which can potentially allow him to squeeze me in the end. So yes, I think it's slightly better if I play a heart now. There is a chance if partner has the king of spades, but then Declare has what, ace jack to 6 in clubs, ace queen of hearts, jack of diamonds. That is 12 and ace jack of spades. That's to beat him. But I also need partner to have the jack of clubs for that to work. So not just play a heart and see what. Hope we won't be squeezed in the end.
Okay. Let's got just a few diamonds. Well, nothing really special in this hand. From my point of view, I need to know how many spades partner has, and that's why it takes so long, like 3 clubs, and just to know how many spades he's got, and that's it. Try to drop the stiff king of diamonds, which is marked with the opening bidder, and nothing else to say.
I look at your Trino Trump bid and said there's a possibility that 5 diamonds or even 6, given it plays better than Trino Trump, given my word, your potential hard short, some kind of shortness, but I have no way to know. So Kamel is.
I think in this situation, I was expecting you to beat 3 spades with 5 spades and 4 diamonds, and not 3 diamonds.
That's actually part of the comment I made. I said that we will. My first responsibility is to rebuild my space. That one was obvious from my point of view. Now I'm at my first turn. I thought of not jumping to 2 spades, but jumping to 3 diamonds. There's a possibility that 3 diamond bid is better, but I gave up on not hiding the 4 card space.
Yeah.
Stefan, are you thinking of bidding 3 clubs?
I beg your pardon?
No, I was only explaining why I'm not bidding 3 clubs, and when 3 clubs came, I was like, you see now. It would have been even worse than the 1 no Trump over call I was considering earlier on. So yeah, I'm happy. And you led my suit, which is kind of a miracle these days. So although we only took 2 tricks, I'm satisfied.
So nobody bid the slam, and Nick's extra trick pulls back one of those 24 imps. I'd love to be able to suggest that catching up was still an option for the Europeans, but that would blow my already dubious credibility right out of the water. There's still scope for interesting and entertaining bridge, though, as we head into the last board with the score standing at 34-11.
Okay, then we're on the last board, and we have to try and find a way to pick up 23 imps, which is possible. The scale stops at 24, I believe, but with no one vulnerable, it's going to be a little bit harder. I've been dealt 10 points and a 5 for 3-1. But I like the honor combinations, and the impletion is great. I'm going to open a spade. It is the last board after all.
Okay, so I've quite a good hand. I have 10 points. I have a decent diamond suit and a heart suit. I'd like to start describing them if I could. However, if I bid 2 diamonds, Nick and I have agreed that is forcing to game. I'm not quite good enough for that. So unfortunately, because we're playing 2 diamonds, forcing to game rather than forcing to say 2 no trump, I'm going to have to start with 1 no trump, which really doesn't say a lot about my hand, unfortunately, but I haven't got much other choice.
Well, just because I've opened a bit light, there's no reason not to bid out my shape. We're playing 2 over 1, so Tommy could have a good hand with short spades, and we could still have something bigger on.
Right, so Nick has bid 2 diamonds, which is obviously hit my main suit. I really couldn't have a much better hand, given that I bid 1 no trump initially, so I certainly want to show some excitement in diamonds. I could bid 3 diamonds. In this auction, that should be constructive. I have to be able to bid a constructive hand. There are some auctions where a simple raise would be kind of preemptive or barrage, but here it would be constructive. For example, if he had bid a heart and I bid 1 no trump and he bid 2 diamonds, there 3 diamonds would just be preemptive or a barrage, because with a good diamond raise, I could bid 2 spades. And he knows I don't have spades because I would have bid it over 1 heart initially. Here, 3 diamonds is constructive. I actually think I'm a little bit good for that. So I guess my options are 4 diamonds, but handily, Nick has told me that just like that impossible major I just described, I know that he also likes to play 1 spade past 1 no trump past 2 diamonds and jump to 3 hearts, shows my best diamond raise. And it's, I guess it's a better bid than 4 diamonds because he keeps 3 no trump in the picture. So I'm going to try 3 hearts and hope he remembers that he told me that was a good diamond raise.
Oh dear, Tommy has come up with something. I'm not sure what it is. Now, if I was playing with myself, well, first of all, I would turn the camera off, but then it would show a diamond raise. I think we said we're just playing everything natural, so he could have bid 3 hearts over 1 spade with an invitational hand with hearts. I'm fairly certain that he's trying to indicate a good diamond raise. So he's got the maximum no trump response. Probably not that much in spades, but a good diamond fit. So what should I be doing? Well, I've got the minimum hand. I could gamble on the game, but it would be a non-vulnerable one. I think I just ought to say that I'm minimum and let him decide. So I'm going to go back to 4 diamonds. I hope I'm not wrong about this.
So I do have a very good hand. I think now I've shown it. I could have bid 3 diamonds. I bid 3 hearts. I think I've shown my full hand. I don't think that Nick is very much over there. We're non-vulnerable, so I don't want to be, crazily aggressive at bidding a game. So I do like my hand, but I think it's time, unfortunately, to pass.
Sounds like there should be at least 4, if not 5 diamonds on my left. Before you make an opening lead, you should always think about, and we're playing imps, try to visualize how we can score 4 tricks. And that is consistent with the bidding. So here, I would guess on balance, 2 diamonds. Sometimes, since 1 no trump wasn't forcing, it must be natural. Left-hand opponent bid sort of violently with 3 hearts, so he has at least 4, if not 5 diamonds. On average, I would say I would expect the opponents to have 9 diamonds. I don't really see any reason not to lead my singleton queen of hearts, although I rate to be the one getting in. There might be a case to lead the low diamond, but my spades spots are low. So that, there's not too much future, so many spade tricks that I'm defending with a trump lead. So I would lead a heart as my best shot. because I don't think we can shorten them anywhere.
Okay, at least we didn't have an enormous hard fit. I'm happy about that. So he did have a diamond race, and a good one too. The fit is not bad. We have a club loser, a heart loser, and maybe a trump loser. And yet 4 diamonds is not called, because this queen of hearts is a shortness, which means they might take a ruff. So after winning the ace of hearts, shall I play as safe as I can with ace and another diamond? Well, I'm noticing that they have about a zillion clubs together, but West hasn't overcalled 2 clubs over my spade opening this. So he must have long clubs because he's short in hearts. So I'm tempted to think he's got a bunch of spades, singleton heart, bunch of clubs, and probably some length in diamonds. If I finesse diamonds and they're 2-2, they win the king, they take a ruff. If I finesse, they win the singleton king and take a ruff. Then I should have played ace and another diamond. On the other hand, if it's king to 3 diamonds on side, and I played ace and another diamond, they can win, they can get partnering with the club and take a ruff. I'm not at all sure about this. Let's take a little peek at the spades. And tempt them with the queen of diamonds. They're not going to cover, of course, but sometimes in live play you get a little bit of a reaction. Whether you should trust it or not, I don't know.
There's no point in covering. You can see why. And maybe Declare will talk himself out of the finesse if he's worried about a promotion or a problem in hearts, cashing hearts.
Well, it feels like clubs are 5-5. Both opponents could have bid them at some point. So if West has, North in this occasion, has 5 clubs, singleton heart, 4 spades and 3 diamonds, he is favorite to hold the king of diamonds. I'm going to try to do this. And I will give them 2 tricks. Nice bid there, Tommy. I wasn't sure, but it felt like you were trying to show a diamond support.
Yeah, I thought we discussed as part of our well-oiled system that you wanted to play Impossible Major that way as well. I thought it was a bit too good for 3 diamonds. If I didn't think we had that agreement, I probably would have just bid 4 diamonds. As it happens, I saw your problem. You kind of wanted to play ace other diamond.
Well, in 5 diamonds, the play would have been easy, but in 4 diamonds, I had no clue what to do.
Yeah, exactly. You could lose to king 1 diamond and go down. So maybe 3 diamonds was enough with my hand, but it just felt like I was better.
I like 3 hearts because I like aces. Aces are very strong cards. I like 3 hearts a lot.
Anyway, well done, guys. Well played.
Well played to our opponents.
Nick's assertion there that the vulnerability made it a little harder to catch up the 23 imps now begins to look like a highly uncharacteristic underbid from him. Christoph and Stefan are not going to have much to work with as North-South, but let's take a look at the concluding board anyhow.
All right. We open 4 to 10 high card points, and the 5 card major and at least a 4 card minor. We open 2 in the major. Okay. So that's perfect for me. I have 5 spades, 4 diamonds, 10 points, a maximum for my range. I would prefer to have a better minor like Queen Jack of diamonds, but we can't have everything. So I'm going to open 2 spades.
So let's think about it. We open 2 spades on our right. We have a nice hand, 5-4-3-1, one of the good distributions. But Queen 4 in spades, which is really good for defense. Stiff Queen of heart, very dodgy values. Ace Queen to 5 in clubs, which we like, and King Sword of diamonds, which we like. Is that enough for 3 clubs? I don't think it is, actually. It's low on the point counts. It's only 5 clubs. And my second suit is spade. So this is probably a pass.
So the partner is showing normally weekend, less than an opening bid with five or more spades, usually 5 and a 4 card or longer minor. Here, I'm going to play him for, it looks like he could have diamonds, but the odds are that by looking at my hand, it's probably as club. I have no real reason that I want to do anything. I have 10 points. They probably, they have the balance of the points, the opponents, except that the bidding is probably looking for trouble on my side. So I have an automatic pass.
Exciting. 2 spades pass to me, and the 2 strongest hands passed. So I'm not a pass hand. If I was a pass hand, I would consider 2 no trumps, 2 suitor. But now I know partner has probably trap pass, but to beat with 7 points completely off shape, just not for me. And also Marc-André probably has lots of points with short spades, so it's not clear if we can beat 2 spades at all, or if we can achieve anything at all. So just pass.
So it's passed out. Doesn't have to be bad. And anyway, that's the contract we're gonna play. So we need to think of our lead. We have a stiff. It's a stiff queen, but we don't have any great other alternatives. So I'm gonna lead it.
I did ask about the lead against suits, and it's standard honors. That means that the queen is led from shortness, so they may find a way to get a club rough, a heart rough. I'm sorry, but I should be still okay. The most I could lose is spade, heart rough for 3, club for 4, diamond for 5.
So of course you're winning with the queen, but what then? Declarer is 5. Declarer has 5 spades, probably 3 hearts, because partner has 5 hearts. I don't think partner has 7 and didn't pre-open. So, and here's the 4 cards minor. If it's in diamonds, we're kind of doomed, right? Partner is playing the 2 of spades. Does it mean he wants club? Not sure, because he has only 2 spades and he cannot really make a preference. So I feel that I have to play diamond and let the hand play out, kind of hoping that the declarer doesn't have enough winners. I don't see any better alternatives.
Well, a lot of bad things could happen. I think they're playing the ace of diamonds, unless there is a void in diamonds somewhere, right? Which is very unlikely. I'm pretty sure to make my contract. So let's see.
So it actually looks like the declarer had queen to 4 in diamonds, and that he's gonna make his contract. And I had to shorten him, but if I had shortened him, he would finish the diamond and make one more trick. So maybe it was the best defense. He was afraid of a diamond rough. Maybe it's the only way he would go down. That's how I see things for now. Yeah. So the declarer's gonna rough, and now even pitch. Oh, I should have played a small club. I made a mistake. Oh, I played too fast. If I played a small club, maybe you have 2 hearts to take. I gave away a trick, I believe. If there is a trick to be... No, actually, no. No. But I still made a mistake. If partner had king jack of spade, of heart, I gave away a trick. The way it is, we couldn't have beaten this contract.
I was checking a little bit. I can't afford to lose to the stiff king of diamonds. So could make one more trick.
I want to congratulate you, Camille. You had a good hand for to spade for a change.
Very well armored,
Oh,
yeah.
that was quite a good one.
The strongest 2 spades I've ever seen.
And the trip is good for our partnership. I'll always play you for a great playing hand like that, and a fit in my suit.
Yeah, not much we could do here, partner.
I wanted to bid, but I thought if I'm gonna bid, it's gonna get worse. And if I was a pass hand, I would overcall 2-no trump 2 suitor, but now there was just no bid available.
Yeah. I mean, actually, I think you guys can make 4 spades, right?
Well, yeah, but in 2 spades, he wants to make 2.
Yeah. No, but my point is that there is not much we could do. Okay, well played, guys.
Okay.
Well done, guys. Congratulations.
Thanks,
Solid
guys.
partner.
Bye-bye.
And so concludes another epic international battle that was, in many ways, like the epic movies, with drama, pathos, humour, and even a bit of violence, according to Zygmunt's description of Tommy's 3-heart bid on the last board. We'll see if we can work in a car chase next time. For now, well done to the Canadian team on their victory by 34 imps to 11. A huge thank you to all the players, and an appeal to you, the audience, as ever, to support our work at www.patreon.com/NTBridge. See you next time.